So these are two good runners. These are two great runners, actually. What kind of seed would you like to see these guys get dealt? And they are off and running, and we see Jam heading to level 1, and there's the sword.
Always nice to find an early sword.
Extremely nice. Especially when you have a blue moblin, and there's the bomb drop for Jam, so he's got all the good stuff right now. It looks like jkoper is prioritizing the Armos area as well, because he'll be checking 3 Armos statues, and if he gets something nice here, that'll definitely help him out.
Well, 109 rupees is pretty nice.
That is going to be the lone top secret we're going to see, and nice to know where that is. It's going to definitely help you out with some purchases. Maybe we'll find a candle shop soon. So,
I definitely wouldn't hesitate to purchase a candle if I ran into it.
So as I was just asking just a moment ago, what kind of seed would you like to see these guys get? A combat heavy seed or kind of a soft seed for these two?
I mean, I think everybody roots for combat heavy trollish seeds, but you got to take what you can get here.
We got our first level right here with the top entry. This possibly could be level 2, level 5. No, it can't be. It's
level 5.
Got a key in the top right. I don't think that's 5, just because of where that key was in that tea room. But yeah, this could be 6.
We get a transport. Hey, early heart. How about that? I don't think this is 6 either. This feels like a 7.
Well, we'll find out at some point in time. Maybe we'll get a map, and it looks like Jam just retried.
No, that
at this
still
point.
be
He's
6.
grabbing the candle. Oh, did he get the white sword from the Armos? Yeah, he did. That's why he retried.
Very nice.
He's gonna get the candle now. Nice strategy here from Jam.
Yeah, I like this a lot. And jkoper just gonna bail on out, and I can't say that I blame him here. And this is why you always check your Armos as quickly as possible.
Yeah, unfortunately for jkoper, just got unlucky the fact that the Armo statue that has the item is all the way over in the graveyard. As he does pick up the candle like I thought he possibly would. Now he's going to try to get some bombs off the Octoroks. There he goes.
Yeah, and unfortunately picking up this candle is actually going to slow his roll getting over to where either of the swords are at. So we'll see how long he goes swordless here. Obviously good at doing so, as we see a 40 for the medium secret. So fairly rich seed overall.
So Jam gets the white sword, takes a death to the Armos, but you're not really going to be upset about that when you get credit for picking up the white sword. So Jam's going to burn some areas close to start, and we're going to see jkoper give us an idea of what's the ladder item coming up in just a moment.
Ich spreche kein Helien.
You watch your mouth.
And it's... man. It's a marooned raft. How useful is that?
I don't know what to tell you. That raft could come into play, as you mentioned earlier. It could be a possible where level 6, or rather level 9 could be in that position, as we do see Jam exploring this level right here. And there's jkoper picking up his sword, and Jam finds a ladder block. I think this is 7.
Very well could be.
Although he's really got no place to go.
Yeah, gotta have a ladder to do anything there.
So jkoper's making his way over towards the Forgotten Spot. He will soon get that news about the white sword being the Armos item. Really not that big of a deal that jkoper's getting it later than Jam because it's only 5-minute difference here.
Well, I don't think we'll see any retry strats on his side. He's got plenty of rupees. He already bought a candle, so he's not losing out on anything. It's just going to be a nice upgrade for him, and he's just going to move right along.
Yeah, absolutely. What I mean by what my earlier statement is, if this was a case where Jam got the white sword at like 2 minutes in, and it took jkoper a good another 15 minutes to get to that point, then it's a difference. It's a difference that could matter. This is too early to be a big handicap for one runner.
So some mini roads, which is pretty nice. And that medium secret, man, 40 for the max. Lots of things going to be able to be purchased in these flags today.
Yeah, especially since you already know where the large secret is. That's not a guarantee in this flag set that you're ever going to see that large secret. And that's minimum, by the way, for the door repair charge. That's only 15.
And 2 for the small secret, so a little bit of a balance there, but still lots and lots of money to be had. These guys will be able to buy plenty of hints, some bomb upgrades, and probably some keys if they need to.
And there's the blue ring shop. Found probably both of these runners. 240 rupees. jkoper buying a key. And that may be a good purchase. We'll find out later on if it does turn out to be the case. 37 rupee bombs. That's disgusting. Something has to be high priced in this money seed anyway. So just because people are discussing it in chat, we'll go ahead and point out that this is a round of 16 match. Therefore, this is regular flags as opposed to the Elite 8s that you may be seeing in other tournament matches that are coming up right now. So we still got the second quest overworld. We still got the old men who are giving us helpful hints. The deceptives don't begin until we get to the Elite 8 flags.
It's pretty generous HP so far on the overworld enemies as well.
That's generous, plus the fact that it's helped by the fact that we already have a combat upgrade by way of the white sword.
Indeed. And in case this is one of your first times watching, just to reiterate, this is the Pentaforce tournament. Therefore, at least until the Elite 8 flags start, you need 5 Triforces to enter level 9. And important items can be found in level 9. So, we could end up with a recorder that's required to go get a place, to find a place that has the raft, or which is on the coast in this case, or the bow or the silvers. So plenty of different things that can happen to trip these runners up. And, you can't get your hints without the book, as everything for the old men is required to be translated.
Oh, wand is the white sword item on this very, very nice seed for these two runners. This seed is scaring me, Jen.
It's one of those seeds you're not finding much.
But we're finding good things, though. I mean, wand, white sword. These are the things I would love to have in my seeds.
Yeah, but man, if you can't find the levels, and the levels are ladder blocked, and you end up with one of those chain reaction seeds, it can be, even with good offense, extremely frustrating.
Well, we already know that the recorder's probably in that level that jkoper found at the very beginning in the forest.
Or even better, Death Mountain, the place that nobody wants to go early.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that it can sink a lot of your bombs really fast. As we see Jam making his way in the general area of the Death Mountain. We'll see whether or not he chooses to explore it after he gets done exploring some of these graveyard areas.
jkoper kind of retracing a few tracks up here on the coast area. Jam going to head through the graveyard now. checking again a few of these other spots. He's obviously checked the Armos, so we'll see if he heads on up to Death Mountain and makes that early gamble play. 10 minutes in, not usually when you see people head to Death Mountain.
Yeah, but we're already starting to come out of lose. We've only found what 2 levels, and one of them is ladder blocked. So something's got to give.
Yeah, we got all the forests and around Start to Burn, so there's plenty of places to check. As we do find level 9 up here in the Lost Hills.
Always good to know where level 9 is. It really is. So now you have to worry about just finding your 5 levels that you can be, and therefore 9 becomes open at that point.
We're going to get a waterfall check here, which is pretty nice. Always good to get this out of the way. There are 2 ladder spots up here that we will be unable to check right now, as we don't currently have a ladder. So one of those things that runners have to remember to check as they go through the seed.
Now, Jam found a bomb shop, doesn't choose to purchase them for the 37 rupees, hoping to maybe use a 10 count or get a bomb drop off an enemy here in Death Mountain, or perhaps this will be the end of the line once he gets done with this northwest corner.
Yeah, he should have just enough bombs to check all the remaining locations here, so should be okay in that aspect. Does find another Taken, putting him up to 5 and tying up with jkoper. So good place to be. Have a pretty good chance of grabbing that wand when you head back down that direction. And we do have a level.
Yes, we do. And
wow. Well, I guess we're playing Blackout today.
All right. Yep. And we try to figure out what level we are in at this point. This could be 2. I mean, we don't have a whole lot to go on, but this could be level 2.
Yeah, I think you could be correct. Oh,
no. Yeah, red bubbles. Gotta love your red bubbles. We'll know for certain if we find an item on the floor. There's a dig dagger, and that could be a drop room. Nice use of the candle by Jam to do the block clip, and unfortunately he's going to have to find some blue bubbles at some point in time, as the Gibdos do not go down in 3 hearts.
Burns is key.
Or 3 hits.
We'll get it back, which is nice. Again, unable to kill anything with this candle. Oh no! Man. Oh, he's using all his bombs! You are definitely correct, though. This is level 2, as we do see jkoper picks up some meat. Pretty interesting purchase there.
Yeah, and Jam, unfortunately, jkoper has some misfire of the candle, as he's getting tormented by the Lionels. Trying to get in there, he does make it. Only to lose 15 rupees.
In level 2.
Oh, that's a nice find there for Jam. So you were worried about that key usage? Well, guess what? Also, you worried about him using up his bombs? Well, there you go. There's some bombs. And there's a heart container. So
back and gets a heart container. Seed, please.
Now he's guaranteed that white sword item.
I wonder when he'll go back for that wand. It's definitely super nice to have in these flags, just because, as we saw, red bubbles, they take away your sword. Makes it real difficult to do things sometimes. And a compass.
Oh, that's the dig dagger room.
Man, that's unfortunate. He's gonna go check it.
Yeah, he's gonna get confirmation right there. That is the dig dagger blocking the Triforce in level 2.
Still, nice dive there for Jam. Picks up the any key, picks up a 6 heart container. And this is way up here on Death Mountain, so who knows exactly when jkoper will make it up here. Because again, Death Mountain's not one of those plays that people generally try to make early. So let's see if this 80 key gives him any sort of advantage.
Another level right here. Bottom star right there. This could be level 1. It could be level 8. I think this might be 8.
Well, I'm 8.
Oh no, this is 1. See that? The rupees on the ground there. That's 1.
Definitely level 1. And yeah, this will confirm. So level 2 and level 1 on Death Mountain. Quite the play here by JamEvil.
Keys that take 2, 3, or 4 HP to kill. If we're gonna get anything that's rotten in this seed, well, there you go.
And another heart container. As we see jkoper in the level that Jam was in earlier, which I think we thought was level 6. But I don't know that it is based off of these bomb locations and such. This might actually be 5 or 7. And we get a ladder! Holy moly! Quite the find there for jkoper.
We already know one level was ladder block, so that definitely is a good find for jkoper.
Wires also go down in a sword hit, so that's super nice. Wizrobes here in level 1, though. Not so much fun.
These two runners are pros. They can handle Wizrobes in one. Maybe.
Definitely maybe. Jam's still searching for these items.
Hey, 8 Gen. jkoper's an 8.
He's an 8! And he finds... Yeah. Well, we were close to being to right, but we were wrong. But good to get that out of the way. Two super fast items there. We'll have to see when Jam heads back that direction, as the ladder is a super important item to grab. Yeah, Jam just finding everything but the item rooms here in level 1.
Was there a drop in that blue Wizrobe room, the one that was the Alchemendus room, or have we not seen it yet?
I believe there was, but I could be wrong. We'll see if he tries to clear it out or not. Well, that's interesting. That has to be a corridor staircase.
It does.
There is no other way, because all the walls bomb in level 1, so that would be the only way that doesn't happen. Then this will be our item staircase. It could actually be double item.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Oh!
It's not. jkoper taking a death before we can get up to the ramp spot. There's the book.
Yeah, nice find. Plenty of money in this seed to grab hints. Just gonna head over for that Triforce. Hope it's not ladder blocked here. And then make way for that second item, which could be in this room. I don't know. It looks like he's trying to clear it, so I think you are correct.
Yeah. When he just got... Oh, took the death!
Blue Wizrobes is not playing nice today at all. So jkoper... this could be 6.
That could be a death.
Yeah, deadly spaghetti, no fun. Not what you want to be having for dinner at all.
It's too late for dinner.
Depends on where you are.
If you're where some of these runners might be, well, who knows? Dodongo dwells on Death Mountain. That's old news.
Thanks, Hint. You're so helpful. So it looks like the last room here. Oh man, blue Wizrobes.
Wow. Okay, so we're gonna give them all the easy stuff, but we're gonna actually make combat required for them to actually get the Triforces in this game. That's good. I love it this way.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna clear this out. I don't think we've seen the second item here at 1, so still going to have to do that. I can imagine he's gonna grab the Triforce here. And then probably go back in with full health. Seems like a good play. Playing with fire.
Close.
jkoper playing with fire as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Trogdor fire is not breathing good uses towards those Lamolas, and he decides at this point to cut his losses, which is a good idea. If you're taking a lot of damage, it's good for you to come back later when you do have the health or the better weaponry to tackle the enemies.
Yeah, I definitely am always on board with giving it a go or two, but man, once you start dying a couple of times and you're going, 5 or 6 rooms in and just keep dying, it's not usually worth the time investment because overall you're just losing too much on your opponent, as we see.
H.N.? Yeah, hinge up. Yeah, interesting place for that.
So we'll see when Jam finds that ladder, and if he never bothers to check that. Could be a little bit of an advantage for jkoper if he finds that hook. All right, so it's either got to be this room or the room in the top corner there.
And if you notice what Jam's doing, he's leaving and reloading the room. And look where jkoper is. He's up on Death Mountain.
Yeah, he's in the right spot, that's for sure.
So the 2 blue Wizrobes, they do have a priority. And unfortunately, if you wanted to get the buyer, and it's not something you wanted to see after all that effort.
Fairly vanilla.
It's enough vanilla that people are going to be saying Fred's name.
All right, so jkoper up here, gonna find the any key, which is good.
He's also going to get some health, which is also needed.
Yeah, guaranteeing himself that wand as well. So should be able to pick up at least one Triforce, grab some use. And actually, he has he doesn't have the recorder. He has the ladder, so that won't do any good. But
yeah, so he's not going to be able to get the Triforce out of here, but he too is not going to find out that information for a little bit. As Jam finishes off the Death Mountain exploration.
Yeah, so I'm really wondering if this isn't kind of a cascade of got to get the ladder to go back to that ladder block dungeon and find the item in there in order to progress a little bit more. As we find another... Nope, not a level. Like goggles?
Some of these new door repair messages that Fred has put in, these are the first times I'm actually seeing them. So don't mind us if we have a little bit of a chuckle at the expense of our runners.
All right, so nothing else up here. So Death Mountain cleared. We did find 1 and 2, which are nice. So now you got to kind of wonder, where do I go next? We still have plenty of burn bushes left as well over here by start and in the forest. So maybe those will net us a level.
And the other thing is that we still have 3 spots in Death Mountain that could come into play a little bit later on. With the power bracelet spots as well as the recorder spots, as Jam continues to search out Candle Row, and jkoper gets his any key.
Yeah, the ladder to be able to explore this a little bit faster than JamEvil, but not by much. I'm trying to remember where that level was, and at this point, you've hit a lot of the overworld. Generally speaking, that's when I'll start going back to those levels that I've had an opportunity to explore a little bit, but dove out of early. So we'll see if Jam makes that same decision and ends up finding his ladder there in that level.
I believe, if I remember correctly, the level that jkoper found that was level 8 that had the ladder inside was the Armo statue over in the forest. The ladder blocked one was the one that was close to Star, but I think we'll probably see Jam take a while before he gets there. He wants to find out where more of these levels are located. And that's something that some runners will prioritize at this point, now that they know where level 9 is. Actually, no, Jam doesn't know where level 9 is yet.
No, he's not actually gotten up there yet, but eventually will. I assume he's going to take this route here through the forest, loop up around the coast, and go that direction and catch all of these spots as he goes.
jkoper in level 1, he did find out about the recorder block in level 2, so he had to leave there at this point. And 2Q7 is just a bomb shop this time around.
Yeah, so still several levels at large. See if we run into any here. If not, we may be fishing for some of those extra items to unlock the overworld.
There is one right there on the coast. And with a bottom start, this could be level 6.
Level 6, yeah, or 7.
As Jam travels around, this doesn't give me any conclusive evidence whether or not it's 6 or 7.
Always love a high HP keys.
I detect some sarcasm.
Yeah, I'm thinking, man, if you look at his map, I'm thinking this is 7. Could be 6, but it might be 7. I'm hoping it's 7. I like level 7. It's my favorite level.
I know why you like 7. I don't know if these runners like 7, though.
Shoot.
That's the worst place to find a no-shoot room.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And that push block does not move, unfortunately, for Jam, and he's going to pause at the door just to make sure that there's no evidence of wall masters, because sometimes you may miss out on a staircase because there are wall masters. And Jam's back in this room here, and not sure why he went back into the shoot room. Maybe he was trying to see if there's a compass inside.
Yeah, I mean, it can drop the compass. The dark room doesn't have a Triforce or a heart container in it, but it can contain the compass, and that's always useful to have. I think almost a guaranteed drop room, always. So, always worth a shot.
Yep, unfortunately, he rolled Snake Eyes and got a key out of it. And I do want to say this is 6. I think we've pretty much guaranteed that this is 6 at this point.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately? I mean, we can find junk in here that may further prove that the bow isn't 7.
Yeah, or the silvers. Either way. Or the recorder to get to a level that has the bow or the silvers. That would be great, too. Alright, so jkoper going to locate his book here as well. And high HP manhandler, that's so fun. Good grief.
Yep. There we go. It does get a bomb drop, but it doesn't push the block. Oh.
Yeah, at least he gets the bomb drops back.
Yeah.
Those high HP manhandlers are just a pain. And another heart container, so up to 8 here for Jam now.
Yeah. Nasty room to get it in, but hey, you'll take a heart container any way you can.
And a hint that says Gliok lurks near the desert.
That
would be recorder or power bracelet blocked.
Seeming to be that way, as we find a Gliok or a Goma rather, that Jam can't defeat at this point in time. So now, pretty much with the idea that this is level 6, we're going to see Jam check these rooms over here, and it looks like you need to have a good stockpile of bombs in order to check these rooms.
Yeah, definitely searching for that item as well. Plenty of spots to look on the spine. There's the Triforce.
Yep, so that was definitely worth it, and jkoper getting the hint about the level 2 being up on Death Mountain, which he already knew.
I imagine Jam will go back in here.
Yeah, Jam's going to go ahead and pick up this Triforce. That's a guarantee to this point because of how the positioning of it. jkoper's going to finish off this exploration of Death Mountain. It's not going to find anything else up here. So Jam's going to dig inside this level 6. Let's see what we can find.
Yeah, he's only got about 8 rooms left, so not a whole heck of a lot to check here. As we do see jkoper wisely picking up a potion. Going to be able to help if he gets bopped by any of those red bubbles. Just gotta hope there's no ladder block here in 6. That would be pretty detrimental, as we do see the items.
There it is. Yep. And inside the staircase we find, there's the recorder.
That could be useful. We're running out of spots on the overworld for levels to be at this point. I think we're still missing 3 and 4, and we just got to hand about 4. So we'll see if he goes and checks the desert here pretty quick for that level.
You see jkoper using his ladder coming up right now. He's going to check these 2 ladder block spots that are second quest spots.
And the other hint cave. Oh, they're expensive.
And Gliak returns with a ladder. Oh, no! You need the ladder to get it!
Game, please! Why? Just why?
Because that's the way the game works, and jkoper takes a death before he could check the other ladder block spot.
And he paid almost all of his rupees for it. It's like the one thing that does nothing. Like, come on, game. I guarantee that the other 2 hints in that cave are step over the water to get the raft, and the book is in level 8. Or whatever level it was in.
Aquaman just waits for the book.
Yeah, jeez. Alright, so JamEvil getting over here, and he's gonna eventually run into level 8 and take that dive and pick up his ladder.
Yeah, but he may also get distracted by finding a level at 2Q3 if he finds something over that way. He does have the means to get if he wants to, and we see him pulling out his recorder. Is he going blue ring?
Looks like he's gonna check this spot here real quick.
He already did, though. Yeah, he's going to buy the blue ring.
Interesting choice, honestly. Granted, he hasn't ran into either hint cave. He's explored the majority over the overworld. And, you know, in our knowledge, we know that he's unlikely to actually run into those hint spots anytime soon. So I don't mind this purchase. There's a lot of players who shy away from getting a blue ring, but if you've got the money and it's such a high money seed, I don't see any problem with it whatsoever.
And here's the thing, Jam hasn't gotten to the large secret yet, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true. So he's just rolling in the dough.
jkoper finding level 6. We'll pop in here, do a little bit of exploration, and Jam finding a shop that is hidden underneath the lake this time around. So nope, no level this time around at 2Q3.
I believe level 8 is the one underneath this armor.
Yeah, he's coming across to right now.
It's a nice ferry right beforehand as well, so gonna be able to traverse this pretty easily. He'd already taken a little bit of a peek in here, but had to dive out just because of the lack of keys and such. So definitely gonna be in good shape. White sword, 8 hearts, blue ring. You know, any key. He's in good shape here.
Nice jukes around the whiz robes at this point as he explores this level 8 inside and tries to figure out what the 2 items inside. We know what those 2 items are. As Jam gets up to 9 hearts, which is some of these runs that you've seen of this Pentaforce tournament, you don't ever get up to 9 hearts.
No. In fact, in my previous one, I think I had 6. I think the most I've ever gotten was my first race against Buzz Thunder. I ended up with, in the Swiss rounds, I ended up with 10 hearts and magically got the magical sword with it. But unless you don't usually run across that many hearts unless you're actively searching for them. But every now and then they'll just fall into your lap.
And that's really been the case this seed around. These runners are not digging extra rooms to get these heart containers. They're just falling in their laps as they're trying to find other things.
Yeah, and I would imagine that if Jam runs into an additional Taken, he's going to grab a potion at this point. Still doesn't have that, but I think he's got 2 Taken left on the map. Especially not having to grab the blue candle from those with the white sword retry that he did. So plenty of opportunities there for him.
jkoper getting 2 pairs of bad news right now. First of all, this manhandle is extra strong, and secondly, this push block doesn't move.
Womp, womp, womp.
Brilliant timing on the sound effect.
Let's see how quickly Jam can get through this level 8 here.
Here's a question, though. Why didn't jkoper leave level 8 with the Triforce? Was it blocked by something?
You know, I don't know. That's a great question. I mean, at the time, he did not have the Innie key. So it could have been one of those situations as well.
jkoper finding the Triforce in level 6. He will be picking that up in just a moment once he checks this last room. Kills these 3 Zols, and now time for him to pick up this Triforce. He'll go back in this level 6. It's kind of guaranteed at this point.
Yeah, with so few rooms left, you just can't justify leaving. And he has the ladder and the any key, so there's not really anything that can block him outside of a Dig Dogger at this point, or maybe a Goma, but it's definitely worth the time investment to check it off your list.
The worst case scenario for a runner is what you always fear, that you're going to leave a level behind, or you're going to leave a level with a few rooms left to explore, and it's going to have something very, very essential that you need in order to beat this game.
Indeed. And Wild Goat saying in chat that he bailed because of a Life or Bombs room.
So there's the ladder pickup for Jam. So anybody who's just tuning into these Pentaforce tournament matches, there are 2 guaranteed items in every seed that you need in order to beat the game. We haven't found them yet.
You can always hope they're both a 9 as well. That's always an interesting situation. So jkoper gets his recorder. Jam gets his ladder. And for the most part, we are dead even. I mean, everything that's happened, the differential in starting, and we're basically dead even here. 2 Triforces, ladder, recorder, the raft there for jkoper, but Jam can go pick that up at any time now as well. So
yeah, and now jkoper wants to find out what he died trying to get to earlier, and it turns out that it is a level.
We have awesomeness. This could be level 3.
I don't think so.
Could be level 4. Probably level 4.
I think this is 4, yeah. Wait, no. Isn't 4 near the desert?
You're right. 4 is near the desert. So
this is 5, I think.
5 or 3? We'll see. He should probably check his thing here to figure out which level this is.
Yeah, I think he's too high to be for this to be level 3. So he's going to check, and that is 5.
Wow. Fantastic. So yeah, we'll have to see how long it takes for Jam to go over there, grab that raft, and take a look at those 2 spots. Again, it's not one of those things where you generally want to take a lot of time to do it. I mean, he is on this side of Hyrule, and with that ladder, it might be worth doing, but and a painful death, man.
That's even more painful by the fact that he had a bomb drop on the floor and he couldn't pick that up, and the red ring in 5.
I imagine jkoper is just going to bail at this point. So, got the Triforce, got a red ring, so everything kind of rolling jkoper right now.
That actually gives jkoper the lead as far as this race is concerned. And don't forget, level 4 is by a desert. We have the tools to check most of those desert spots at this point.
Yeah, so I mean, now we're down to 3, 4, and 9. And the Fable level 7 for items to get our bow and our silvers. So, very interesting. And he's going to go and purchase a couple of hints here. So maybe we'll get something useful.
Maybe, Tadongo with the magic key, that's old news. Come on, give us the book hint. Give us the book hint. Hey! Power bracelet required!
Boy, howdy. Where is that at? Man, that could be in level 9. That would be awesome.
No. Well, the power bracelet could be a 9, yeah.
Right, yeah. The power bracelet could be a 9, which is required to go get the silvers. Oh, man, I love it.
Power bracelet could also be 4.
Oh!
Silver arrows on 3!
Alrighty, then.
That doesn't answer what the power bracelet is, though.
No, but it's super useful information on both ends. And again,
Ooh, Jam got the Triforce in 8.
yeah, so he's up to 3. Again, we'll see if he goes and gets that raft, which will lead to those hints. I mean, those are pretty big. Getting the silver arrow information. Still don't know where the bow is, but man.
There's 4.
Here's 4.
And we still don't know what the item in 7 is. Maybe 7 has that power bracelet.
Very well could. Or it could have the bow. I'm hoping for like bow in 7, PB in 9, and then you got to go to 3 for the silvers. I think 4's got the red candle.
No, that's a nasty room without a bow or arrow.
Yeah. Oh, and red bubble. That's unfortunate.
If only we knew where there was a wand that these guys could pick up.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Jam's about to pick up the large secret of 109 rupees. By the Lost Hills is an entrance to death. We've already found it because Jam's about to go inside level 9 right now.
How about that timing?
Oh, wall masters go down and boomerang hit. That's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty convenient. Okay, yeah. So here's the potion pickup for Jam. I like that a lot. Someday Fred will code so that the boomerang can pick up items that were already on the floor.
We'll make those shoot rooms a little more bearable.
Alright, so the northern potion of 4, portion of 4, will contain our item and our Triforce here.
We're going to have both of these runners in the same level in just a moment. And there's Jam picking up his 10th heart. Could we see a magical sword play later on?
Yeah, I mean, especially since the 1 here and 4 is right along the way as well. It was pretty easy to get to. So, I mean, at 11 hearts, I think it's worth a check.
This will not be the item room, as it does have a shutter door, but Jam is heading in that direction as well.
He's heading in the right direction here. We're gonna cut off a lot of time going this direction, as we know the Triforce has to be up here along with the item. So again, it's interesting because no level 5 here for Jam, and not getting the red ring, but already has the blue ring, but got the Triforce out of 8. So Triforce wise, we're all evened up. But the question is, you know, I think you whistle to 1 and you go to 2 and get your 5th Triforce. I really think that's the play at this point.
I like that idea too. Unfortunately, jkoper remembers at this point. Oh no, he's going back in for the item. Never mind.
Like bubbles, wall masters, and a tea room.
Oh my.
Alright, so Jam gonna get the Triforce here. If he goes south, he's gonna lose a little bit of time, but we'll see what he does. 4th Triforce for both of them. They now have 1, 4, 5, 6 for jkoper and 1, 4, 6, 8 for Jam.
And they both know where that Triforce is in level 2.
Oh, it's over here in this little spot, which Jam just
item
walked by. What is it going to be?
It's going to be...
Oh!
The bow!
Wow, okay.
And that now makes level 9 a better play, but here's the thing. Jam, without the hint about the silvers being in 3, may dig a little more of 9 until he finds that hint about the silvers. But there's no guarantee that the power bracelet's in 9. It could be in 7 for all we know. And there's no such thing as a hint for where the power bracelet is inside that level 9.
Yeah, the question again is, you know, going through my mind. So at this point, you start running scenarios through your head, right? I've got this, I've got this with this information. As we see it, he's going to go, he's going to go grab this one in level 2. So you get your 5 Triforces and you go to 9. you don't run and find the silver arrows, do you then go use the recorder to search for level 3 and the spots that you haven't checked, or do you go to level 7?
That is so difficult at this point, and you know, it depends on if you might be trying to outplay your opponent. I mean, there's so many scenarios that could come into play whether or not you decide to actually do that.
Yeah, and I know everybody's going to say, well, the high play is you go do this or this or this, but really, honestly, it's a question of, do you want to spend time exploring the overworld for a level, or do you want to spend time exploring level 7, which is going to eventually net you an item, whereas you don't know if you're going to run into that, as we do see Jam finds his bow as well.
Yeah, and this will now make it more probable that he'll go into level 2, pick up the Triforce out of the Dig Dogger room, and make his way to level 9. This race is close, Jen.
It's ridiculously close. We are going to see Jam trying to figure out what he's going to do. Gonna up an A. Interesting. I'm not sure. He's going to go check maybe the magical sword here.
Is he?
I think the magical sword was over here.
He could be, but I don't know at this point. Anyways, jkoper's in level 9.
I honestly have no idea what Jam is doing. He's gonna wrap around and grab the raft, maybe?
He's got the recorder in his hand, so maybe he's still trying to find a few spots to see where level 3 is. Unfortunately, we know he's not going to find... Oh, no, he is world wrapping.
Well, it's really interesting because he didn't just check that screen, which is a recorder spot.
Yeah, I thought because he had that recorder out in his hand, he was actually going to check that as jkoper finds the staircase room. And... room goes dark, but that's not Ganon's room. I wonder if jkoper's heard a roar.
Yeah, it could be. And kind of hard here in level 9, which is very interesting. Very interesting. That leaves our red candle and our power bracelet left.
JamEvil is about to find 5. That's going to be his final Triforce.
Yeah, this will be really, really interesting. You can probably find the red ring here as well, so we're going to be all even on that course. But again, the information knowledge for jkoper is pretty paramount. But through the course of elimination, JamEvil is going to come to the same information. But yeah, this is really interesting. Jam did find 9, so he knows where that's at. And then the question is, which power bracelet spot is level 3 under? There's so many to choose from in so many different locations.
There's the red ring for Jam. And remember, he purchased the blue ring, so he's got 167 rupees and the red ring.
Yeah, and I wonder with that raft pick if he goes and checks the other raft location as well. I'm just really... I don't know if maybe he was just in such a rush to get to the raft that he forgot to check those recorder locations, which we know is going to be of no consequence, but... he passed by that one in particular, and he's going to go up here. He's going to grab his Triforce out of 2 instead of searching for the 1 and 5. I really like this play. Get the red ring. You found the item. You already know where a quick Triforce is, and 2, why waste time looking in level 5?
Also considering the fact that he's down to 1 bomb, and the Triforce in 5 could be behind bomb walls. Speaking of being out of bombs, jkoper has none at this point, which could make level 9 a lovely little adventure for him.
Yeah, it can make him run in circles a little bit here in level 9.
So Jam getting the Triforce out of level 9, so he will be joining jkoper in here in just a moment.
Right?
Just again, jkoper has the knowledge, but Jam is... I don't know. This is a tough one to handicap, Jen.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, jkoper knows what he needs to do, but again, I don't think it matters. I mean, he's got to go get bombs at this point, right? He knows where a bomb shop is, so I mean, that's got to be what he's trying to do here. But I don't know that
he's going into 7.
Interesting. All right, I like this. Bold plays. 11, not enough for the magical sword, unfortunately. I still think he needs bombs, so that's priority number 1, is he gets a bomb drop.
Why can't I ever have this luck?
All I have to say is no balls, no babies. jkoper going for it here in level 7.
He's going all in, that's for certain at this point, as Jam is trying to fish out some bombs as well. And unfortunately, those back-to-back hearts means he's going to be 6-7 on the count, means he's at 8, which may mean a bomb drop opportunity coming up, but we'll see how it goes. Now, that's 8 right there. JamEvil into level 9. jkoper abandoned it for level 7.
Yeah, I mean, this is the make or break play. If the power bracelet is in level 9, I imagine...
Ooh, is this the item? No, it's the transport staircase.
Yeah, this is just so tough. Like, if you do find the PB, what do you do? Even if you found both items, you know level 3's got to be under one of those spots. Or a recorder spot. I mean, there's several locations left. Do you go to the pre-existing knowledge of level 7, or do you hunt for level 3?
Troldongos being Troldongos. The kidnap awaits in southwest to Skull. That's nice information for Jam. What the information he really needs to know is that the silvers to kill the beast lie elsewhere.
Yeah, if that pops out, that's super helpful information. But at the same time, yeah, as he gets his heart container, that's going to kind of tip him off a little bit. So we got red candle and power bracelet left. Which one will be located in level 7?
One of them jkoper's going to find. Jam still searching off this level 9. We'll see how long he decides to stick around in here. As jkoper comes across the double block room, but this has got shutter doors, so this is not the item room.
Yeah, and Lauko making a really interesting point here in chat. If Jam does get the hit that says silvers lie elsewhere, we could see Jam fail and not end up getting the power bracelet if it's here. And that will actually probably cost him the race just because he won't have, he'll go on a wild goose chase and not be able to find the silvers.
And just a reminder that this is a top bracket match, so the loser of this match, they're not done with the tournament, but they had to face off against Dragon Dark. And I hear Ganon, by the way.
And Dragon Dark, no slouch opponent. Of course, if you win, you still got to play RBG, so it's, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
Well, at this stage in the tournament, you're going to have a tough match no matter who you face.
Jam using all. Finally finding the bomb wall here. Finds another staircase. Is this going to be it? Womp womp.
No, it is not.
Well, 7 definitely living up to its potential here.
I didn't even know the level 7 had potential.
Yeah, Jam uses a bomb. Doesn't find a bomb hole and not getting anything with an 8 give to room. Like, come on, game. There it is.
The search for jkoper continues as Jam unfortunately is looped back around, and jkoper finding a bomb wall, but the elusive staircase now.
Dark Falls, yes, we know silvers are actually located in level 3, which is power bracelet blocked, and the power bracelet is either the second item in 9, which JamEvil is in, or it is the item in 7, which jkoper is in. So one of these gentlemen are going to pull ahead. jkoper being the only one with the information that the silvers are in level 3, however.
Does pick up the bomb upgrade, and that bomb upgrade is +4.
Not bad for that price. Just not finding the item room, though. Holy cow.
This is a long path through the 7. There's the Triforce! What if the item room is one to the right? Yeah, you can block clip around, but that's still rude.
And Jam finding another staircase. He's running into a lot of staircases, running out of options.
And this is probably why jkoper bailed on level 9, because he's found a whole bunch of staircases, a whole lot of nothing.
All right, potential item here for jkoper.
Ooh, here it is, potentially. And... no! And a money or leave your life for Max Bomb's room here for for Jam.
It was a tough call because 12 gave him an opportunity to check Magical Sword again, but I agree with that play. Bombs are much more valuable, especially since it actually tacks off one of your current bombs whenever you do that as well. So. Holy cow, where is the item? It's there, it is! It's the bottom of the jaw past the Triforce. That's fantastic.
Well, we're going to be seeing some block clipping around that room here as Jam goes into this staircase room.
Oh my goodness.
And this is another transport staircase. jkoper down to a half a heart.
Fortunately, it's just bubbles for the most of the way there.
Until it's combat required. So jkoper has 33 out of 33 of this level 7. Alright, time to see him do his ladder clipping.
Another staircase for Jam, is this it?
Patra blocks it, and this is not the staircase we're looking for.
jkoper worried about having combat in that room. Yes, no! He doesn't make it. He does have a potion, however. It's not here! At the top! There's one... Wait, where is it? What did he miss?
He's missing one room in the middle. He's missing one room in the middle. You see the 2 and 2?
Yeah. Oh, God, that's the worst feeling ever. Full clear, level 7. If it's not the power bracelet, man, you just feel super defeated at that point, I think. I would. Oh, my God, that's terrible. Jam's still bailing through this level 9 and not finding the final staircase that he needs to figure out which item's which. Who will find the item first? It's so tantalizing.
Is this it? Here in the top left corner, it is!
It's the red candle!
jkoper's gonna find the power bracelet in 7!
Oh my gosh! Alright, so where does he go? Is he going to 7? He's whistling. He's not going to 7.
Yeah, he's going to check this spot here, right at the start. There's the item right there. Blue Lamolas, guarding the power bracelet that gets us to 3, but where do we go? Don't die before you can get into here, jkoper.
This is intense, because JamEvil has a lot more of 9 mapped, and if he makes the correct play... Which Jam just seems to have this weird instinctual thing about where to go in a level. And he finds the power bracelet really, really quick. This could still be a game. Holy, and we still gotta find level 3. Who knows where that's
here?
at?
No.
Oh my gosh, what a game.
And of course, most of these runners are feeling the nerves. They know their opponent. Their opponent is an awesome opponent. They are dealing with strong opponents here. 3 found!
Man, really close.
3's just around the corner from 4. Just around... Not that far away from 9. So, jkoper in level 3. He knows the silvers to kill the beast lie inside of here. But... does jkoper know the information that Jam does in regards to level 9?
Yeah, I mean, wow. And I think if you go down here, will he take this or not? Okay, he's gonna skip it. If he goes down, because that's right where he needs to go. This is kind of leading him in the wrong direction here.
Yeah, unfortunately for Jam, but he's also cursed at this point. He's going to go ahead and use the potion. There is a reverse C, but this is not guaranteed that this is a reverse C that's going to be the staircase. jkoper hoping it is. It's the Triforce room! Of course it is! When you're not looking for Triforces, you're going to find them!
Yeah, level 3, the one place where that can happen. Level 7 too, I believe, but man, just unfortunate. So Jam, I think if he goes to the right, this is the item room? I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
No, he goes down. He's got to go up, down, left. I don't know. It's close to this.
This is not the Konami code here, Gen.
Go down. Gotta go down. creeps along the coast. Thank you, game.
Bomb somewhere here, Jam. Come on, bomb. You know how to bomb. That's not bombing. That's leaving a room. Thank you.
And a Cobra full clear in this 3 as well. That is rough.
Yeah, and this is, this is kind of, this is exhilarating though. And there's a showroom, of course.
Oh my gosh. Alright, is it down?
Jam is gonna full clear this 7.
Yeah, he missed the room. Man, that sucks.
That's not the room you're looking for, jkoper. We don't know which way you gotta go, but it ain't the way you're going.
What a crazy steed.
Of course it's the corridor staircase where the raft is normally located in level 3. Of course!
Game.
There's the silvers for jkoper, an hour 36 seconds. What's going through your mind if it's an hour and you're just picking up the silvers after you full clear this entire seed?
Man, I hope Jam full cleared 9 before going to 7. I mean, that's all you can really hope for. He hasn't done anything, out of the ordinary by any means. He's played this extremely well. He got the useful hint. He bailed out of 9 after finding the heart container, and went to 7 and made the right plays. So, he's done everything that he logically could do in the order that he was allowed to do it. So I think you're feeling pretty good at this point. Step over the water
to reach the power bracelet.
Game. Seriously. Like, what in the world is that garbage?
I just don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore.
How did we miss that when jkoper was in there? I don't know, but that's fantastic.
jkoper hearing the roar of the beast and hears
Ganon.
Ganon.
Wow.
Game, you're a jerk.
Yeah, so how quickly does jkoper find Zelda at this point? And man, Jam just unfortunately did not go the right direction. Gonna do the same thing jkoper did. Very nice there for jkoper on that fight.
Yep, he finishes off that fight now, and it's time to find the princess. Have we found where she is yet?
No, we know the southwest, but that's really the only information we know.
And Jamsko pretty much has now done 30 of the 33 rooms of this insanity.
And it's just that's that room that you always miss too.
It's the isn't that the No, it's not the Triforce room of level 7. I was thinking it was. Never mind.
It's unfortunate. It's just that room that you always forget to check. Because you're like, well, let's head down the spine. It's going to be so much better. And then you full clear the level, and it ends up being where it's at. But jkoper headed the right direction. We just have to see if there's actually a way to get there.
Yeah, he's probably hitting blue bubbles at this point. There's a shutter door. It does not open. We saw this earlier from Jam, but heading southbound.
Yeah, I'm not sure we saw much of any of the southwest there whenever Jam is going through, as jkoper finds the red candle.
Of course, now he finds it.
The one time you want to transport staircase, and you find an item.
That's the way the game always works, though, 8gen. You want to find an item? No, I'm going to give you all 6 pairs of the staircases, the transport staircases. You want to go ahead and find the path to Zelda? No, I'm going to give you your 2 items. Thank you.
This game is rude.
Well, this game's going to get ruder for one of these 2 runners here, as jkoper's in position to take this, but the winner goes and plays Redberg Rad at the Elite 8, and You know, and I know, the 8 flags can be rude.
So far, my couple of experiences with them have been fairly terrible. I'll just leave it at that.
In other words, watch the VOD of the Fury versus Sis Crusher match.
Yeah, there's been some. It's been pretty rough. It's gonna be, it's one of those things where just doing commentary for it's gonna be really interesting, but playing it's a whole different beast because you got to really. A lot of times it seems like you don't get a whole lot to start with, and you really just kind of have to weigh your options on what is the smart play to make, and just really hope that you get it right. As jkoper is going to up and A once again as JamEvil finds his power bracelet. Will this level 9 be truly just enough to make this a close race?
Well, here's a good thing about where the level 3 turned out to be for Jam is the fact that it was at the second power bracelet you normally check.
Yeah, and I mean, if he makes a good beeline for it, he could save a minute or two over jkoper.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be tough at this point to say that it's gonna make a difference because
Right.
jkoper's already got one piece of the puzzle figured out, and he's on his way to figuring out puzzle number 2.
Definitely looks like a staircase at this point.
Well, that could be the best thing for Jam at this point is if it turns out to be a staircase.
And jkoper seems pretty adamant about not bombing walls as well. Well, so much for those hints. I think that was 2 of those in that dungeon. And I don't know that jkoper's ran into the hint for Zelda yet.
Who needs hints in this game?
Well, the book does give they do give hints. It's just deceptive hints, which is of varying levels of usefulness depending on who you speak to. But yeah, it's the hints are basically, at least in my opinion, non-existent. They are supposed to be slightly over 50% to be correct, but it's really tough to say. The Atlas is actually really nice, especially if you end up getting first or second quest 7 through 9, as it really helps navigate those 2 really, really large dungeons, which have the very big opportunity to contain something very useful. Not sure where that bomb was from jkoper. Oh, he's just trying to switch to arrows. All right, Jam closing in on these silvers as.
Yeah, he's going in the wrong direction. He's heading south instead of west.
Yeah, I mean it happens. jkoper also not finding the correct staircase here.
Jam finding a whole lot of nothing right now will do the up and A, and now he's left with the west side of this level 3.
So Atlas book means that once you pick up the book, you are given the map to every dungeon in the game, which is again fairly useful for mixed quest. Especially, oh no, he gets Y forced. Oh God, game, please! It's like no, thank you for wasting 30 seconds of my time.
Gotta go fast. Nope.
Oh man.
The good thing is that James not abandoning this level. He's still sticking through with it.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he knows at this point that has to be silvers here. He's cleared everything else. There's no place else for him to be.
jkoper using up one of his potions because the last thing you want to do is die to Epatra.
I totally agree with the usage here. If you've got it, use it. You're not going to really use it for anything else at this point. You don't have to kill Ganon, so might as well make sure that you don't die.
This isn't like the specialty Valentine's races where you got to present Zelda with a red potion.
Silvers for Jam here.
Still waiting to see that shutter door that opens up for jkoper. He's getting closer. He's getting warmer.
My goodness.
Probably down there in that bottom left nook.
Indeed, in the bottom.
There it is. And jkoper will move on to the Elite 8 after his win over JamEvil.
Yeah, official time 108.56. Get your GGs in chat. What a race here by these 2 gentlemen. Jam very, very close to being able to pull it back, but man, jkoper just making the right decision to bail out of 9. At the end of the day, so Definitely, you know, one of those things where you can't fault Jam. He made at the same time, which was the same exact a good decision. It was a 50-50 shot, and jkoper just ended up having the correct choice.
Absolutely. So Jam now back in level 9. We'll go ahead and finish off this seed. And we'll try to get jkoper in here to talk about his victory and maybe get some words of thought about his upcoming match against Redbird Grad. And Jam, though, his tournament not done, he's going to have a nice match against one of his Team Beard Flex mates with Dragon Dark.
Yeah, I think he probably almost enjoys it better that way. He really enjoys playing against those guys from TBF. We just saw Cantaloupe and Dragon Dark play just the other day, and so now he gets to play Dragon Dark. So at the end of the day, not a complete loss.
So we see Jam making his way through level 9, about ready to go face off against Ganon. Red Ring, 11 Hearts. I don't think this is going to be any sort of an issue here for Jam. The only question is when will he find where the path to get to her is. Nice solid kill there for Jam. So now the search for her begins, and we now know it's all the way in the far southwest corner. He is heading in the general right direction at this point. Now, he does know what the quadrant is. That is correct. He does know the quadrant to go. Just needs to get there. That door doesn't bomb open. So he's got to figure out the actual right way to go to get to that southwest corner.
I'm fairly positive that jkoper found just about the only way to get there, which is through that patch of a room, because it seems like all the walls, at least on the east side, are all blocked. No bomb at all.
Again, this decorator did a pretty good job solidifying the walls. So if you enjoy the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament, hey, we got another match for you coming up tomorrow, 11 p.m. Eastern. Random Effect versus Captain Green 7. That should be another fun match.
Yeah, that's in the lower bracket as well. So one of those guys gonna go home, which is crazy to think about, but yeah.
And we welcome in our winner, jkoper. Congratulations.
Thank
Again,
you.
sir.
That was it's very intense on this end. I don't know how it felt over there, but yeah, it's pretty nervous through most of that.
Well, while you're trekking through level 7, we saw Jam continue to go through that level 9. One of you two was about to get lucky with the power bracelet. The other one was about to find the red candle, and then Jam got the red candle. We knew that it was going to be in 7 where you were, just unfortunately you decided to, or well, you didn't decide to. The game kind of had you go 33 for 33 in that level 7. As Jam goes through the door, he's found the path to Zelda, and he'll finish off the seed. GG for him. So what was going through your mind as you went through that level 7, as you kept going through room after room and that staircase wasn't to be found?
I was like, I don't know. I figured it had to be somewhere. Definitely made me a little nervous. You know, I figured that, you know, 9 isn't that much bigger than 7, but it takes so long to dig 9 that I said I'm gonna go do 7 first.
The one big difference between the two of you is that you had the hint that the silvers were in 3 and that they were power bracelet blocked, whereas Jam did not get that hint, but he didn't do he made the right decisions without that hint.
Yeah, who needs hints when you have every single other item in the game? Right? I found every single other item.
I never found the wand. So I imagine it was the white sword item, right?
Yeah.
White sword item. Yep.
Top left corner?
Southwest corner.
Oh, southwest corner. Oh, I never got down there, I guess.
Yeah, it's good. There's nothing in there. I mean, I actually did make the play for the wand, and I totally forgot about it. A screen scrolled right past it, went for the raft, and went to 5. I really can't believe that for every single item in this seed. That's really crazy.
Like, I headed towards the southwest, and I was doing stuff in that area, but then I think I must have died.
Yeah,
So-
I think the Lionel on that screen that's 2 screens south of the ferry got you there.
Yeah, I died 5 times. That's more than I'd like for sure.
You watching Family Feud back there? Here's some Family
Let me
Feud
turn that
going
down,
on.
sorry.
No, I like it. No, turn it up. Turn it up. Show me potato salad.
Ding!
On the board. We'll play.
So,
But,
jkoper, your next round match is going to be against Redbird Grad and the Elite 8 flags. Your thoughts on that match?
Well, I'm looking forward to it for sure. Elite 8 flags will be crazy because they can be so variable. 9 could be open, and then it's just a matter of finding that bow and silvers. But yeah, it'll be fun. And Redbird Grad is a great player, of course. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be a really good race.
And as for you, Jam, you're going to drop into the elimination bracket, and you got a Team Bearded Flex match against Dragon Dark.
We didn't want this to happen. This is so bad. Now Dragon Dark has the potential to knock out 2 members of Team Bitter Flex for this tournament. I don't know. I'm happy to give him the opportunity. I'm happy to go up against a fellow teammate, Twitch teammate. But the same token, if this could have been avoided, it would have been. But I think we might have to do one of those learn a game wagers again. So we'll see what games we come up with.
Nice. And this would only be good for if you can get Matrick and Cantaloupe on the commentary for that.
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem at all. Maybe even meta. Yeah.
Nice. Well, GG to both of you guys. jkoper's your winner, and Jam's going down to the elimination bracket. But a fun race. Anything you want to add? Yeah, my lips do not want to work. Hey, Jenna Jost, anything you want to add?
No, good game to both of you guys. Good luck, obviously, in your next round matchups. It was fantastic to cast, fantastic to watch. And thanks again to Rick for casting with me, and to Speed Gaming for hosting. And obviously, our tracker, Solid Life, in the background.
It's late. Let's go to bed.
Absolutely. Let's get out of here. Next match tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Random Effect versus Captain Green. So for everybody on the Speed Gaming side, and also for 8gen, as well as Solid Wife, as we mentioned before, our runners, JamEvil and jkoper. Thanks for joining us. Have yourself a good night.
Thanks, everybody.